Hello, my wonderful girls and boys. Why is Miss Rita standing up? Because I'm happy. Clap your hands if you too are happy like Miss Rita. Can I hear it? Yay! I do hear you clapping. That's so wonderful. Why am I so happy? Because we're just getting ready to do another story time just for all of you. Are you guys ready? Yes, me too. All right, let's get started. This week, I have a neat little story. It's called The Best Jumper. Are you ready? Yay, me too. All right, here we go. Volt was the best jumper in all of Rowbottom. Or at least that's what he would tell you. Not a single day passed without Volt jumping here and there and boasting loudly in the streets about how far he could jump. Blip, well, Blip was a small bot. More than anything, she wanted to jump as high as Volt could. One day, when Blip was practicing, she's practicing to jump that high. Volt, what happened? Of course, he came leaping by. Ha ha, ha 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 ha, what are you doing? Blip, Volt laughed. You can't be a jumper. You weren't built for it. Volt's guffaws echoed down the street as he hopped away, hoppity-hop, jumping like, of course, he was. Blip went back into her house with her head hung really low. What's the matter? Blip's mother asked her. All I want to do is jump as high as Volt does, Mommy. And she said, but he's right. I just can't. I just wasn't built to be that kind of a jumper. Blip's mother, she smiled, and she said, I know just what you need. And she held out a small metal gear. This is the very best jumping gear that's ever been made. Once you have it, you'll be able to jump just as high as Volt. And guess what? Even higher. Wow! Blip gasped as she looked at the jumping gear, and she put it on all at once. She felt different immediately. Oh, wow! Like she could jump all the way to the moon. Wow! How exciting for Blip, right? So, of course, she dashed outside. She went running outside with a spring already in her step. Every leap Blip tried took her higher and higher and higher. And higher than she could have ever jumped before. She had never, ever been happier. But down the road came Volt again, and he spotted Blip jumping. Little Blip, you will never be able to jump like me. Can't you see? Again, I'm telling you, you're just not built for jumping. That wasn't nice of him to say that to Blip, right? Well, let's see what happens. Well, Blip said, of course I can. And even higher than you can. Wow. Volt said, okay, well, let's see it. Can you even jump 10 inches? Volt scoffed and jumped 10 inches in the air without any effort. That was easy for Volt. Guess what? Blip said, I can jump 20 inches. And off she went. She crouched down low. And she thought about the special jumping gear that her mother gave her. And she took off. Her feet left the ground. Wow! And she jumped 20 inches. Volt was really surprised that she jumped 10 inches higher than he did, but he didn't let it show. 20 inches is nothing, Volt laughed. I can jump 9 feet. What do you think of that? And he did it. He jumped and he landed 9 feet away with a huge smile on his face. Blip said, well, guess what? I think I can jump 7 feet farther than that. God. Boys and girls, guess what? She did it. She jumped and went 16 feet. Wow. I could jump 16 feet in my sleep. Huh, that's what Volt said, of course. But I bet you can't jump 30 feet. Volt said, and he leaped again, and Blip said, yes, I can. Not only can I jump 30, I can jump 50 feet. And off she went without getting tired, 20 feet farther than Volt did. Volt was getting really impatient. Well, fine then. Jump as far as you can, and we'll finally see who is the better jumper. Blip felt the gear inside her, and she planted her feet, just like that, firmly on the ground, and she took off and landed. Wow, I can't even see her. She went so far away, 78 feet. 78 feet, Volt yelled. That's no problem for me. I am the best jumper, you'll see. And off he went. He leaped into the air and he sailed toward Blip. But guess what? He came crashing down at only 60 feet. Blip rushed over to see. Volt, are you okay? How? How? He demanded. Can you jump so far? You jumped 18 feet farther than I did. And you weren't even built to be a jumping bot. Blip felt guilty because she knew that she had a secret. So she took out the special gear that her mother gave her and she held it out sadly. And she said, the truth is, I didn't do it on my own. It's all because of this special gear. It's the best jumping gear ever made. And she confessed. Blip's mother came over to them and she put her arm around Blip. Hugged her. Blip, guess what? The truth is, there's really nothing special about that gear at all. There's no such thing as jumping gear. The one I gave you was just an old, rusty spare, my dear child. Blip frowned, trying to figure that out. Well then, but how then was I able to jump so far? And her mother said, because you can do anything, Blip, as long as you believe in yourself. That is absolutely right. Well, Volt sniffled on the ground and Blip turned to him. Watching how wonderfully you jump is what made me want to jump in the first place, Volt. And she reached out her hand and Volt took it and she pulled him up, and hand in hand, two of Robotom's best jumpers jumped away, smiling and laughing together. The end. Yay! Oh God, I'm applauding that immediately. How about you guys? Can I hear you guys cheering? Did you like that? Oh, wonderful. Yay, I do hear the cheers. What a great story about friendship and about always telling the truth. Honesty is always the best policy, boys and girls. And also really important to believe in yourself, because you are very special and super talented just the way you are. And with that wonderful story and message, we're going to say goodbye, but just for now, because we'll be back once again for story time. But before we go, can I ask you guys for a little favor? Can I get an extra applause? Let's hear it. Yay! Really big applause. Thank you, boys and girls. And that's a special thanks that we're going to give to education.com for providing such a wonderful story as the best jumper. And now with that, we can say ciao, bye-bye. Until next time, I'll be waiting right here on Storytime with Miss Rita. See you then.